Alright, now to start off with this Ibis paint tour, I guess. You go to my gallery, which is the paintbrush right here. And if you want to have a different sized canvas, I guess you could say, you press this plus button right here at the corner, and you could size whatever shape or how skinny, how fat you want the canvas, or you could scroll down and pick any of these ones that you want on the bottom. I usually like to use this and just size it myself and then press OK, and then it gives you the canvas that you have. Anyways, now to start off, it usually starts you off with black, so what I'm going to show you right now is one of my favorite things to do on Ibis paint. See this sparkly pencil right here called Special? You click that, and then you could swirl the colors around, which I love doing because it shows so much like style. Kind of looks like a zebra, huh? Or a potion. It's just like really cool. Then you could do this one to kind of like shrink whatever you want. See how it does that? Then there's this one to enlarge it. Make it a little fatter than it was. See? And then there's this one that zigzags it, I think. I'm not really quite sure what this one does because I tried using it before, but it hasn't really worked. Oh wait, I think something's happening. Do you see that? Oh, it stretches it. Okay. And then if you want to erase, you just it erases everything you did with those certain types of things. Isn't that cool? Oops, didn't mean to do that. Sorry about that. Alright, if you want to keep going to, if you want to go on a painting that you already did and haven't finished, you go to Edit right here, and it'll take you back to where you were. Also, if you want to change the color, you go to here, pick whatever color you want, and then click the top button, or click off of the color palette, and then you could draw whatever you want. And this blur button right here can blur out whatever you're drawing. See, it just rub, and it blurs it, like so. Also, there's these layers right here, which could make it to where you could draw behind it or draw over it. So let me show you. So when the layer is on top of the drawing you already did, that means it's going to go over it. And when it's on the bottom right here, that means it's going to go under it. So go to brush, go to whatever color you want, click off, and then it's right behind it. You see? Not going over it or anything. Then there is this magic wand. You could click wherever you want and it'll only section off that part that you could color. When you, oops, wrong. Alright. And when you color inside it, sorry, I haven't been feeling well lately. It colors inside the only spot that you put those lines in. Alright, next thing is, we have to get rid of the lines first. So you have to go to this selection layer right here. and that's right here where the S is. Then you go to erase and make it as big as you can to get rid of all of it. Then you could just go back to your drawing that you did before by going to the layers again. Let's see. Then if you want to section off a piece that you want to kind of just move around, you go to lasso, go over the drawing that you want to move, and make sure you don't cut off anything by accident. Then you go to these arrows right here, and you can move whatever section you want. But make sure you're on the right make sure you're on the right layer, because if you're not, then it'll just move the one that's behind it or in front of it. So like this. I lassoed this part, and then I could just, see? You can move the front part that's already there. To get rid of it, you go back to selection layer, go to erase, and then just erase all of it. And if you want to see what's behind it, you just click this I button and then go to the layer and then do whatever you want with this. But if you want to get rid of it, you go to these arrows right here at the top corner, and it brings back whatever you did last. It also goes back to different layers that you were already at. Let's make sure. Okay. Brought us back to the selection layer. Alright. Now eye drop. You put it whatever color you want, and it gives you that color. Like black. And it'll go back to the paintbrush too. So you have to keep clicking it. You could do black, you could do pink. I think you pretty much understand, right? Alright. And then there's text. You go to here, and then type whatever you want. And you could do different fonts like this. Different kind of styles. Make sure you don't download any that had the arrows right here. You could only download those ones. The ones that are available are the ones that don't have the arrows. Then you just click off. You could size them however big or small you want. Style them. With any color you want. Like you can make them blue, red, whatever. You can make their background whatever color you want. Oh, that's why it's not working. Make sure that this is all the way to the red if you wanted that color. See? And then you could space them out however you want. And then voila. And if you want to get rid of it, you just delete the text one that has the T right here on layers. Delete. See? Easy as that. Also, there's this thing to do if you want to make a double of whichever one you did. Let's see. You go to this plus button with the two papers, and you press duplicate layer, and it makes a copy. You see? Alright. I think that's about everything. There's these things that you could use for canvases and stuff like that, but I don't really use those all that much. You could go to here to use different backgrounds and stuff. Like, let's see. You gotta download them, but I think you could do that by watching a video. This one is pretty. Let's use that. Ooh, kind of like blood, don't you think? You can make it as small or big as you want. And it'll keep on going however small you make it. Isn't that cool? Then when you're done, just click the check button and done. And it'll show it. It'll show it like that. That's kind of cool, actually. There's also these things that you could use right here to make like a perfect circle or whatever. Oh, it's this one. This rectangle with the two circles in it. There's this one I could use to mirror objects. Oh, see? That's kind of cool. It's only doing the circle thing because I pressed the circle. If you want to turn that off, then you press off. Then you can go to here. If you want an actual perfect circle, then you just draw like that. And that's only on this top one. And if you want to turn it off, you turn it off. And the same with this bottom one. Then click off. And that is about it for right now. I hope this was really helpful.